I've started using a little space heater under my desk, and I'm wondering if you're going to be able to hear it in this video. Whatever, I'm always cold. Hi there, friends. I'm Mikki Marvel. I've been a working artist all my life, and now I help artists promote and monetize their own work. And you're here for another project management video. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more tips in the future. So in past videos, we've talked about why you should care about project management, as well as things to consider both before, during, and after you take on a project. And one of the things that we've talked about a lot here is processes, is a system that you can put in place so that you don't have to spend your brain power working on a thing. You can just go to the process and know how to do the thing. But fun fact, we've never really sat down and actually looked at a process, and that was on purpose, because that's what we're going to do in this video. In this video, we're going to touch base. I'm going to show you one process. I'm also going to make a process with you, and we're just going to talk about them. Hopefully by the end of this video, you not only understand why processes are important, you probably already understand that anyways, but I think you'll really see it after this video. And you'll also be able to make a process not only that you can follow, but also that other people can follow. Again, one of your goals when you're making a process is that basically you should be able to pull someone in who has never looked at this project before, who knows nothing about it. You give them the process and you're like, here, this is how you do the instructions. Go do the thing. And if they look at the instructions, which is a whole other piece of it, but if they look at those instructions, they will be able to follow what you did precisely. Using processes is going to save you so much time and energy in the future. Not only are you just not spending time thinking about how you do a thing, but also you could be able to pass this on to someone else in the future if you ever wanted to have somebody else help you with it. And then the third reason that I really love processes is that I can always pass this off to someone else if I am done with a project. Now look, other people feel differently about it. Some folks are like, no, if I built something for someone else, I should get to keep it forever. I made it up. Honestly, I do not feel that way. In my opinion, if I develop a process and I write it down, even if I don't give it to somebody else, they're probably just going to come to the same conclusion as me. So why don't I just share that with them instead and make both of our lives easier? I don't know, when I leave something, I just like to give all that to someone else, and I'm like, wow, look at what I made. All right, everybody, it's time to look at a process. By the way, fun fact about me and filming this video. I really realized while I was filming this video that it is very easy for me to make processes for other people, and I don't really make processes for myself. That's a mood. So I'm sharing it with all of you because I'm sure you do it too. Don't lie to me. You do it too, I bet you do. But this is a process that I did make that I use pretty often. It has to do with streaming. So even if you know nothing about streaming, right, we're just gonna look at this from a process perspective. This is the title, right? What are we gonna learn after reading this process? We're gonna learn how to share a virtual camera in OBS in Zoom. If you don't know what any of these things mean, this is just how to do this thing, right? That's all it's saying up there. Then I'm giving specific instructions, right? You're doing all of these things. I'm including screenshots. Oh, you can't see. Here, I'm gonna move. Here, a screenshot. And I have highlighted here at the bottom, highlighted the thing that you have to do. Here, I'm gonna like zoom in. See? Wow, it's highlighted right there. That's so great, that's so great. Wonderful, okay, moving myself back over here. And then I say instructions continued on the next page. We go to the next page. Explains now you gotta open Zoom. And again, we got screenshots going on. And then there's also bonus points. You need to share your audio too. You can tell, I tried to make this, first of all, short. Processes should be short, y'all. Look, ideally for me, this process would be 1 page, but there was no way. It was impossible. These screenshots were huge. So it had to be multiple pages, but y'all, sometimes I see processes for like how to go to the internet and it's like 20 pages long. I'm like, nobody's gonna read that. Nobody's gonna read that process to click on your internet browser. So keep your processes short. Also keep them easy to read. This is why I use a lot of formatting so that my eyes can just like zoom in on the information that is important. And then if I need to get additional information, I can do that below, but it's not in bold. Like I said, using screenshots should be helpful. And then the other thing to keep in mind, right? So this works for me. This process works for me. I read through this process and I'm like, this is great. I know exactly what to do. So that helps me, again, just not think about how to do this. I can just know how to do this by reading this process. But does it work for other people? So something that I like to do, if I can, after I create a process, is I send it to a friend or I send it to someone else that's working on this project, or this is the big one, somebody will ask me how to do something and I'm like, I have a process for that. I send it to them, and then if they have any questions, I will use that to help refine this process. Because if they have a question, that's probably a question that either my brain has when it's working too fast or that someone else might have. So yeah, so basically I'm just kind of refining the process as I go along. But it's pretty simple, it's pretty basic. It doesn't have to be a whole thing. It is just how to do this thing so that I don't have to think about it anymore. So I spent just a little bit of time showing you the basics of what a process is. Let's now make a process together. We're gonna make a process. Hello again, friends, welcome back. So I know that I need to make a process for this because I was just thinking about this today and I realized it. So if you don't know, Sips and Scripts is a really cool little group of artists based here in the Raleigh area where I am from. Basically, they meet up and they read new plays by North Carolina playwrights. They're really, really cool, and I help with their social media. So what I've realized today is that I need to write a process for their social media because I have been doing this almost a year now, which is wild, just kind of coming up on a year sooner than I realized. And I've never written a process for like what I have to do every month. So I'm just gonna like take a moment to think, and I'm gonna keep the recording going, but we're probably gonna speed through it so you don't have to sit through me thinking about this process. And we're back. So I kind of just like wrote really fast a little process and also uploaded an example image to just kind of show what I was talking about. So when I make social media for Sips and Scripts, I always do the same process, right? I always make these little graphics that just say like meet the actors or meet the playwright. It has their photo there in the center. Then it says the name of the actor performing in name of play by the name of the playwright. So that's an example. So when I create all of these posts, the first thing that I do is I confirm what artists have a bio and a headshot, right? Because their photo has to go in the center there. So I need to know what artists that are scheduled to appear as part of this event do I have bios and headshots from. Then I confirm that I have a list of what plays the artists are associated with, and that's for that name of play by name of playwright part of that piece. Then I'm just going to create the social media graphics in Canva using this template for each artist, right? That's so easy. I'm just like putting in their photo there at the top, putting in their name, putting it in, and I confirmed that I had all that earlier, so it's great. And then I'm going to schedule, I'm telling it where I'm putting it. I'm scheduling it in Facebook directly. I tell it how often I can schedule. And then I also send all of the posts to the organizer of this event. I don't really send for feedback. One of the great things about the organizer of Sips and Scripts is that I just send it, and if there's any errors, they point it out to me. And that's really, really great. So we just made a process. We did it. It took like barely any time. And now like I won't have to be like, all right, what do I do first? Mikki, first you gotta confirm what artists you have a bio and a headshot from. It's really great. It's so great. Now, of course, as time goes by and I refer back to this process, I'll probably refine it, right? Like I would love to like include a direct link to the Canva graphic so that I don't have to search for it each time. I would also love to link directly to the Facebook page so that I don't have to search for that each time. Would also probably be good if I include an example of the post. And if I also include the organizer Yvette's email, again, like whatever I can do that I'm not thinking. Just like, what is Yvette's email? Nope, it's right in there. I don't have to think about what her email is. What does this post sound like? Like, what are the words and the copy associated with it? Nope, never again. I'm just, where is the link? It's gonna be in here, and I'm just gonna click on it. So those are some changes that I would already make to this process as I'm refining it, but it's a good start. The most important thing is that I just sat down and started making one, because that's the hardest piece. Everyone, I hope that this was helpful for you as you are continuing to get better at your own project management styles. If you have other questions about processes, I would love to know in the comments. Let me know. Tell me what you need. But it's mainly just like write down the thing that you're already doing. And I use this for all things, right? If I send an email every month, which I do many times, actually for Sips and Scripts, every month I send an email that's like, hello, please send me your bio and headshot. That's a process that I should make so that I don't have to keep searching in my inbox. What is the bio and headshot email? It's just living here in this one place. If you have other questions about project management, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more tips in the future. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I'll see you for the next video.